So
oh, exactly.
This is life updates with Doctor and Brad. You haven't even gotten to the part where we talk about the anime takes. Sadgief versus Astro, a long way to go until they're the FGC has a long way to go until it's up to the standards of LoL, CS:GO, and Dota. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think there's steps to be taken. I think that we're starting to get there. You can see that there's a lot of investment being made in tournament infrastructure, and the fact that the big four, if you include Gear, all have new titles within like a very narrow window of time, I think is going to go a long way to bring attention to this. Anyway, Sadgief versus Astro.
Good job. Geef is crushing it. We've had a couple really slick anti-airs. There's another one. We had the crouch light kick check on the drive rush too.
Okay. Oh, and I wish that was a back throw from Astro. I was going to say it's a spot. Astro could be playing this matchup a little bit differently. I think Cammy has the move speed and the good buttons to try to be the aggressor here in this matchup. Instead, Astro is going to the air a lot. You can see they're demonstrating an unwillingness to play a ground-based footsies game, and a lot of these errant pokes aren't manifesting into anything else. Meanwhile, Sadgief doing such a good job of setting up that iron curtain that Zangief really needs to do. You're like, here's the no-fly zone, here's everything you have, I'm slowly inching you into the corner, and wow, even there with the sweep catching that forward dash, great preemptive choice out of Sadgief.
Yeah, and I think what we're kind of seeing is Astro not quite ready for the Geef matchup. This is, a character we largely don't see a lot of. So if you're playing ladder, you probably don't see a whole lot of Geef, so you're not gonna really know much other than he's gonna throw you, right? So that's definitely a part of this unsure ground game, because you know that, hey, he's gonna try and throw me, and it's not 3-0, it's 1-0.
Yeah.
So that's why you take to the skies, but Sadgief is showing an amazing job at being ready for these anti-airs.
Yeah, and what I would say, what I want to see out of Astro is exactly what we saw at the start there. I think you need to cycle in drive rush and other stuff like that. Sadgief is playing very passively in terms of pokes, being very reactionary. And so I think Astro needs to represent threats from a different range to catch out Sadgief, and that's exactly what they represented. But
that's
the
so much
OD
damage.
SPD once again, yeah, that's the grandest of equalizers, and what a spacing trap there, now taking the lead right to the regular throw. Sadgief has just shy of there is the one drive gauge back, and they don't have to do a damn thing here. Life lead and screen position advantage, they don't got to do shit. All they got to do is wait to whiff punish another roundhouse.
And it's very interesting to see this style of gameplay in Street Fighter 6, because we largely look at this as a very active, advancing style game, right? Like, you're always trying to do something, and Sadgief's like, no, I don't. I can outpoke you, I can outdamage you, I can just wait until you do something and then get my response that I'm looking for.
Yeah, you know what, I can get on this soapbox much longer a little bit later once this is over. Great check with the low short as they check that forward dash. Nice anti-air out of Astro there. First time we've really seen it represented. Went for a reset, but Sadgief was ready with the parry. No wall splat reset there for you, but now has to be the aggressor. Look at the way that Sadgief is now forced to walk forward because they have the life deficit, and it puts Astro into a much different position. I wish Astro would plant ass and just wait it out. Where is the reset going to be out of Sadgief? We're not going to see it reset back to neutral. Astro so deficient on drive gauge right now, but we are going to be able to finish out that round. Nice conversions out of Astro to recognize that Sadgief had to make the play.
Yeah, pretty solid stuff, and it's very different once you have the life lead. You can completely change the way you play, and off of that one SPD, we're just going to see a lot of down back for Sadgief. Oh, he actually went for the kick parry. Okay. Is there a better way to phrase that? I know it's a parry, but it's very specifically for the lower half of his body.
No, he, at least, I know in 5 he had a parry that literally worked for
only kicks.
Limbs.
Yeah.
All right, we do have the level 3 cash out here, and Sadgief not going to DR forward, just going to slowly play in the space, having that life lead. Oh, was late on the drive rush check, and I feel like Astro has gotten wise to that. The problem is Astro now, very deficient on the drive gauge, can barely afford to block much longer.
Oh, the timing there is so tough. Thankfully, it puts them full screen, so there's no opportunity for a punish. That'll do it, though.
Yeah, I like that. Even going for... There's been a couple of conversations online about using drive impact as the foundation for some of your stuns so that you can maximize. That's certainly not the match that we just watched. There's been conversations about using drive impact as the start of your punish counters so that you can maximize the amount of drive gauge damage that you do. And I think that's an interesting conversation. I think you know, after Evo and then, you know, going into Gamers 8 and other events like that, Angry Bird was talking a lot about how he specifically would play to target the drive gauge almost more than your life gauge sometimes, because being in Burnout or not having the drive gauge to be able to use system mechanics is so crucial and has such a huge